Hi everybody, welcome to another update. There are some people who wanted an update on SOMA Gold. I am still invested in it. I did buy somewhere here when it was 0.4 and now it's 5 times higher. So what is the status currently? So first of all, of course, this is a gold producer. So we need to look at the gold price. Gold is doing extremely well. It's currently at 5,000. I think it's going much higher. So this is the Yardeni outlook. There's a potential to double from here, 5,000 to 10,000 in the coming 5 years. Okay, what happens then, we will see. But I see only upside in gold. So let's look at the latest presentation from February. Yeah, they're going to increase production. That this was last year, 25,000. Now we are going to 40,000 and next year 65,000. So every year production will increase 40%. Very strong balance sheet. They have plenty of cash. They did a private placement last year, so plenty of cash. A lot of ownership insiders and carbon neutral. So they are using hydroelectric. So if there is a oil spike when they shut down Hormuz, then they still have hydroelectric power. So that's very good. They have 2 producing mines now. I mean 2 mills, the El Limon mill and the El Bagre mill. So this is El Bagre and this is El Limon. And yeah, they're just ramping it up and bringing more ore into these mills and trying to increase it to 70,000. Okay, it's in Colombia. Here are some snapshots on the corporate site. And you can see here insiders own quite a lot of the company. Very cheap, the metrics compared to the other miners. Some more info on the team. Okay, so we are in Colombia. This is SOMA Gold. And the thing is that there's quite a lot of gold in this prolific region. So as I said, 40% production growth per year. And El Limon has restarted right now. I mean, there could always be hiccups, but it's going to full capacity now. They're going to also restart operations at Nechi. So development is going to be happening this year. And hopefully they get in production by the end of this year. Okay, and that's all without any capex. That's the great thing about this. They have enough capacity. They just need to develop new mines and fill up the mill. Okay. And then when they have filled it up, then they can expand it for just 10 million capex and then bring it to 100,000 production. So it keeps on growing and growing. Now, there's only one mine that still needs a permit. That's Nechi. But I guess that this will get permitted by the end of this year. Okay. Cordero is their primary mine. Escondida is a very interesting mine because it's very high grade. They're drilling there, and let's hope that they find a lot of gold, high grade gold there. Aurora, they bought that 2 years ago, and it's now in production, so that's very good. The Limon mine is also going in production, and then Nechi, that's for next year. So here you see all the exploration projects. These are the ones that will restart soon, and these are already in production. High grade, 6 grams per ton, and if you do 1,000 tons per day, that's going to be very profitable at these grades. Okay, so El Bagre, this is going to be a stable producer for the coming years. Brought in production a few years ago. And they are finding a lot of new resources here. Eh? You have the Venus Gap, Cordero Viejo, and also down dip there are new resources to be found. So this will probably get extended in mine life. Nechi is the new one that needs to get permitted, also high grade, and you can also drill it out. So probably a lot of resource and mine life extensions. Then we have El Limon. That's currently ramping up to full capacity of 200 tons per day. And this will also get in production, Limon mine. Escondida, this was acquired last year, very high grade, already producing, and will indeed add to the production. They are here drilling, so watch for drill results on that. Aurora, also in production, just went in production last year. And apparently it's amenable to ore sorting. Artisanal miners are another source of ore coming into the mill. They have plenty of applications here. So, I mean, they can add hundreds of tons per day from these artisanal miners in the coming years. If all of them get in production, I think they can get to 400 tons per day from all of these. So that's good. Plenty of mine life possible. Then the ore sorted. They're going to install an ore sorted at El Bagre, which will double the production. Okay, because with this ore sorted, they can cut the tonnage in half and double the grade. So that means you can actually double the production without even expanding your plant. This is going to get installed in H1 of this year. And then in the second half, we will see the results. Then exploration. Yeah, they're just doing exploration. Escondida. Also here, the copper porphyry is getting explored. Aurora, also Nechi gets some exploration, and of course El Bagre. So plenty of exploration that they are doing. They found some ore here, Venus Gap here, very high grade. There was also a level 1 here, high grade. And here on the bottom, they also found something, and here as well. So plenty of high grade drill results that they drilled. and that's going to add resources to the mine plan of Cordero. Here are the results. Athena's very high grade. I mean, look at this, 5 meters at 50 grams per ton. That's pretty high grade. Very good. Venus Gap also 5 meters at 16 grams per ton. Very good. And Psyche 2, some sample data, all high grade, okay? And then this one, they found a possible copper porphyry, and they are actually, they actually already drilled it. So the first hole has been completed last month. So we should see some results from this hole very soon. And I'm hoping that this is a pretty large copper porphyry. And if that happens, then this could immediately double. But yeah, we don't know. It's very speculative. It's a gamble. But there is a potential copper porphyry here. Some ESG, okay, and a summary, okay. So let's look at the valuations. But first, I want to take a look at the catalysts. Which of the catalysts are being met? So, okay, so gold is up. There will be a resource estimate this year, hopefully, because they delayed it for many years. Normally, they will have the results this year. So NI 43101. I'm thinking it's going to be around 600,000 ounces, enough for 10 years mine life. Okay. So hopefully it's a good estimate. Okay, so PE ratio is indeed very cheap. Limon mill is online. Yes. Plant maintenance is done. Tailings dam is created. They did a lot of things. Hydroelectricity. They installed backup generators, increased production from that. I'm still waiting for some joint ventures and M&A. Yeah, they still need to buy some properties to bring in more ore to the plants. So I'm expecting some M&As. Expansion capex, that's for later on. They're not doing this yet, but maybe in a few years from now, they can expand the plant. Grades will be going up now because of the high grades of Cordero. You have seen the results. They have not been mining those areas yet. Okay, so the high grade still needs to come. Ore sorting, yeah, that's being installed. Double grade, half tonnage. So it's not done yet, but it will be done by the second half of this year. Okay, so Colombia manager is hired. Another director was hired. Peso down, okay. Machuca is permitted and brought in production, yes. And exploration is ongoing, okay. So actually this is done, but I want to see some more data from Escondida. TSX uplisting, not yet, but will eventually happen. Debt repayment, yeah, they have so much cash flow. The debt should be gone at least by the end of this year. Okay, but we'll see if they can do it. Refinancing, yes, that's done. VAT tax, they have difficulties to get it back, but they're managing it. Elo copper repayment still needs to come this year. So hopefully we get that $8 million that could help with the debt repayment. Netchi permits, they already have the environmental, but the mine permit still needs to come by the end of the year. a lot of insider ownership. Okay. Artisanal miners are starting up, but there's still 28 that needs to be added, so that's ongoing. Copper porphyry, we will see results soon. And then this year, recovery has been increased. Yes, they have upgraded the, what was it, the CIL. So I think this one is a checkbox. This is worth a checkbox. They have upgraded the recovery to 90% now. Not 92, but yeah. So they have done a lot, but there's still some more work to do. The current valuation is extremely cheap. Net income should be 100 million for this year. Why? Because we have 40,000 production. I have added 3,000 more because of the ore sorter that they will be installing. That's going to increase production. So with 40,000, with an all-in sustaining cost below 2,000, this was confirmed by the CEO that he said 1,800 even. With 5,000 gold, this is very high margin. And this is the capex for Escondida payments, ore sorted, Netchi development. So that's the capex. And even after capex, we have 100 million in net income for this year, including the Tucumã payment that they will pay to Soma Gold this year, hopefully. I mean, 100 million is pretty good. 100 million CAD, and the enterprise value is 250 million. So that's 2.5 PE ratio, very cheap. That means you get your money back in about 2.5 years. You can see that here, 1, 2 years, 2.5, okay? And after 2.5 years, you can buy the entire company with that cash. That's what it means. And then after that, you get all upsides. This is the upside. This is 2 years of repayment of what you bought. You buy the company, and then you get repaid. And this is the potential upsides above that. PE ratio of 2.5 is going to PE ratio of 2 next year because production is going up with Netchi coming online, 55,000 production. And then we go to 75,000 in 2028. PE ratio of 1.5. Extremely cheap. And maybe 5 years, but I think this can go on for another 5 years. They will find resources. They will find more ore at Escondida, at Cordero, at Nechi, even at Machuca, more artisanal miners. So I'm putting 0 here, but you need to imagine this is going much higher, maybe to here. And what's the upside? The upside is from here. This is the enterprise value, 250 million, and it goes to, let's say, 500 million, 900 million. Okay, so from 250 to 900 or 1 billion, that's a 3 to 4x. Okay, that's the upside, 3 to 4x from here at 5,000 gold. But gold is not staying at 5,000. It's going, let's say, this year goes to 5,500. Next year, 6,500. Then, let's say, 7,500, 8,500, 10,000. And I don't know what it will do. Let's say it goes down to 9,000, 8,000, 7,000. So if we use these gold numbers, What's the upside then? The upside is 1.6 billion. 1.6 billion. Amazing. And imagine that this goes even longer because they have more mine life, so maybe even 2 billion. So that this could actually be a 10x, right? A 10x, because gold is going up and production is going up. PE ratios of 0.5 are possible. There is nothing in this world that has more upside than this company, okay? So that's why I'm invested in Soma Gold. I don't talk a lot about it because I talk about it in the membership section, but I'm still invested, okay? And how does this look like? A 10x that's going from here to 20. So 2 times, 3 times 4, it's going off screen. It's going to go off screen in 5 years. Because we know that gold is going to go to 10,000. Soma Gold is going to double production from 40,000 to 80,000 and even more. So doubling production, reducing costs, increasing the gold price, and you have a 10 bagger. Okay, so that was the video on Soma Gold, an update, and I'll see you next video. Bye.